everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Catalina and I'm the person behind by Catalina Design, and in this video we have a weekly journal. So this week I started right from the beginning to work on the shirt pattern, and I have to admit that I didn't finish it yet, but I'm pretty far into it, so I think that for the next week I will manage to finish it. I was working a bit on a dress version, almost got at the end of the back panel, and also I was working on a t-shirt that I started last year following the same pattern as the Pride summer sweater, and I'm happy that with that one I'm kind of done, and it feels nice to have a finished project for this week. Also this week I want to share with you a tip for how to make the foundation row, but in filet mesh stitch pattern. I was using this technique for the shirt to add the stitches after shaping the neckline, to add the required number of stitches to get to the width of the front panel on one side. Because on the other side you can do it with chains, and then to turn and work the mesh stitch pattern as it is. But I will explain you more into this video, so if you think that this is interesting for you, please join me and I will be really happy and grateful that you are doing that. Hello everyone, I started my day working on the shirt pattern, so I started to write it actually, and it's working pretty well, but I don't know, I don't feel I'm not in the mood of writing patterns, to be honest. So I was working on a weekend on the dress version quite a lot. I do have I almost finished the front panels, and I will have to start with the back panels, to finish the length. It's good that the length on the dress version is a bit shorter, because I was focusing to get on the waistline and then to continue with the length and adding the skirt. So things are working pretty well. I hope that the pattern will be finished soon. So I hope that this day will be a productive day, and if I will continue working on the pattern and see that I'm making a progress on it, I know that this will boost my energy and will give me more and more mood or energy to actually finish the pattern. So yeah, see you later. Good morning everyone. This is the second day of my weekly journal. I started my morning working on this t-shirt. Yesterday evening we went for a ride with the bicycles, the three of us, and this project was in my project bag that usually I'm taking it with me when I'm going somewhere, just in case, to have something to work on. So I took it with me, and then tried it on and realized that I have just a couple of rows to finish the length, and then because I will keep it with the short sleeves, I only have to add ribbing and that's it. And I need a project to finish For this one, I was using the same pattern as the Pride Summer Sweater. It's a design that I released last summer, and also last summer I started this one. And for the Pride Summer Sweater, I was using a linen yarn, cotton and linen, and somehow it's a bit, I don't know how to say it. It's not that, it's more rigid as a yarn. So that's why even the yarn doesn't feel that it's pretty thick, but so it is thinner than a DK as the yarn is listed. But your stitches somehow, because of the fiber, they are getting a bit bigger. So I was using the same pattern, but this time with mercerized cotton from Hobby, and this is cotton 8/4, so it's a fingering weight yarn, and I think it's not that wide as the original design, so maybe the gauge was a bit smaller, so my tension was a bit tighter with this type of yarn. But I used the same pattern. It was just because of the color, just because I was thinking to make it into a t-shirt, and just because of the pattern. It's super easy and relaxing with those with this triple crochet stitches. So it's like a meditative project, and I said let's try it on. Now for the tip of the week, because I'm kind of getting into the pattern of the shirt, and I'm finding some other things that might be useful as tip of the week. And this week I want to show you, because I know that maybe you are used with the foundation rows, like foundation single crochet, foundation double crochet. Is basically without making the chain at the beginning. You are working basically the first row right away. I do like it, but I kind of avoid it for beginning of the project. I don't know why. For me, it feels like it takes me ages to make that foundation row. I don't know why I feel like that, but I do use it when I need to increase a piece, and it's with more, let's say more than 3 stitches. So for example, for the shirt, on the front panels, after working the shoulders, starting the front panels, working the shoulders into the shoulder stitches for a couple of rows, and then I needed to extend to increase with that section over here to complete the front panel width. So at one end you can chain and then turn and work the stitch pattern, which is the mesh stitch pattern. But on the other side, when you are doing the same chain, basically you are getting in one side with one row up. This might not be such an issue, meaning that it won't be that visible, especially after working the collar and so on. But I found out that if I use at one end, so at the end of the row, I'm using chain stitches and then turning, and when I'm coming over here, where it's not the case because we are working it in panels, so it's but it's the same idea because you are working in the mirror, the other panel. So when you are coming here, basically here you have already a row, so you have mesh stitches on this side, and on this side, if you're working chains, then you will have in one side mesh stitch, in one side only chain, so it will be a difference of one row. So that's why when I'm getting into this side, it's a good idea to just make foundation stitches, foundation row, because in this way they will be at the same height. Now with foundation single crochet, if you're working in single crochet, in double crochet, in half double crochet, they are already there and everybody knows about them, or if you just found out, you can find a lot of tutorials about the foundation rows. Even on my channel you can find some. And when you're getting this can be done in different stitches, but because I was doing it, I had a mesh stitch pattern. I said, how should I do it? Because if I'm doing the foundation double crochet to match the same height sorry. And then it might look weird because on one side I will have a mesh stitch, on one side double crochets, or even if I'm doing this in double crochets to match the both sides, it will be difficult. So I tried to make the foundation row but right into the mesh stitches. So now I will show it to you on the actual shirt pattern how I work this this foundation rows, and I hope you'll find it useful. So first I will show you how to start this foundation row. So we will start by chaining 5. The first chain will be the leg of the double crochet, 3 chains will be the double crochet and 1 separating chain. Then yarn over and insert the hook into the first chain, yarn over and pull out a loop, yarn over and pass it through the first loop only, then yarn over and pass it through the first loop only one more time, yarn over and finish the double crochet. So the first yarn over pass it through the first loop was the separating chain. Now chain 1, yarn over, and we have here 2 chains and we are going into the second one. So this is the first and the second. Insert the hook there, yarn over, pull out the loop, yarn over, pull through the first loop, yarn over, pull through the first loop again, yarn over, pull through first 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And this is how we are doing this foundation row in double crochet filet stitch. So if you're familiar with the foundation row in double crochet, what we are doing is chaining 1 in between the double crochet, chaining 1 when starting to make the foundation stitch, and also chaining 1 at the base. So I'm chaining 1, going into the second stitch, and here the first is the separating chain and the second is the leg, the base of the double crochet. And you will continue to work like this until you get to the desired length. And the base of this foundation row, you will have like a longer chain that it will be visible. And if you want to work a ribbing or something into this, you need to work 2 stitches into that chain at the base. So I think it's looking pretty nice and cute, this foundation row. So if you're a fan, you can start your filet stitch pattern like this. Now let me show you how I'm using this foundation row in filet stitch to expand the front panel of my shirt. So now I worked 4 rows, or I'm on the 5th row. And now I need to add the stitches to complete the width of the front panel. So I'm going with a hook into the side of the last double crochet that I worked, then yarn over, pull through the first loop, yarn over, pull through the first loop again, and then yarn over and finish the double crochet. Pull through 2 and pull through 2. And this is how I have the first window of my filet stitch. Now chain 1, and again we're going into the second stitch like this, yarn over, pull out a loop, yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 1 again. So the first, it will be the separating chain, and the second is the foundation chain for the double crochet that we are about to work. So pull through 1, and now yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And we will continue like that until we will have the required number of stitches, in this case to complete the width of the front panel. A full tutorial for the shirt, it will be out soon, so you will have more information or more details about this front panel into the step-by-step video tutorial. How many stitches and what is how many stitches you will need to add here, and more details like that. So after you complete the required number of stitches, you are simply going to chain 4, and you will continue working into the same stitch fillet stitch pattern. So now I have like a regular row, so it's looking, after working the other side with chain stitches, they are at the same height, and they are looking the same. So this rows at the neckline over here. So this is how you're working the foundation fillet stitch. So yeah, this was with the foundation mesh stitch row, or fillet stitch row, I don't know how to call it exactly. I hope you will find this useful, and maybe you won't use it that often, because it's not such a not that it's not common, but it's not that used, meaning it's not the double crochet stitch pattern to use it more often. But anyways, this is how you can do it, or how I did it. So if you find it useful, then let me know. Now I will go back to work, because there are a lot of things to do today, and see you later, or tomorrow, or I don't know. I will check back with you, of course, and tell you and give you more updates about this week. Hello, I'm in the car. So I think you already know by now that it's Friday in the afternoon. I'm waiting for my daughter to finish the ballet lesson now. She has 15 minutes, and then we will change for the street dance lessons and so on. Today I was mostly working on the pattern. Yesterday I didn't film anything because I didn't feel that well. I was a bit sick, so I wasn't in the mood to just open the camera and talk with you. But and because of that I didn't manage to do anything yesterday. So today I worked on the pattern. I was working in the morning actually to edit this video, but I still have to add this frame. But I was filming the part for the foundation row with the fillet stitch pattern to add it to the video, and yeah, different things. So for today, this was the thing that I was doing. So now I'm waiting for my daughter to finish and to have a nice and chill evening. So I can wait for you to share the pattern. Oh, and I finished the blue t-shirt. I didn't manage to put it and block it, so it's just finished weaving all the ends. This was what I did today, to finish it with everything, with the ends and everything. And yeah, so now the week is over. Hopefully I don't have too much stuff to write on the pattern, but I do have to edit the video tutorial, so still some more to do for this project. And hopefully we'll be done and finished by the end of next week. So I'm pretty excited with this one. So I think that was it for this week. So I have a finished project. I have almost one pattern finished to write. I did some progress with the dress, so I think things are going pretty well, don't you think? Encourage me, please, because sometimes I feel like I'm doing nothing the entire week, but although at the end of the week I'm so tired. So anyways, I wish you to have a great weekend. Thank you for being here with me for another weekly journal, and see you next week. Bye.